All right, man, I've got your program. I'm about to send it to you here in just a second. I've got everything written down, but I'm realizing that I didn't write a lot. I guess the way I'm thinking about this is that my programming is my thoughts of what I've seen. I guess it's kind of hard to describe, what I'm seeing sometimes. So I'm going to walk you through the week. That way, when you have this programming, you can, I don't know if you want to watch me and go through this as well. But I want you to have a general idea of what the flow is like and what I'm thinking, as well as a lot of the variations you can do of this. So day one, you can do any of these days in any order that you want to. I don't really mind. Box squat, prefer that you keep the box squat. I don't care what bar you use. Use the cambered bar last week, I believe, and that's perfectly fine. Highly suggest not getting yourself beat up, because the goal here with everything is I'm trying to get your entire body brutally strong. So when the opportunity arises that you can go for that record, we start putting on gear and wraps and we're ready to go. I mean, you'll be like, hey, I'm stronger than ever. Let's just dial it in. That's my thought process. So box squats, very similar to last week, except for going for a max 8 at 80% instead of 10. So add gear as you see fit and be safe. Don't get hurt. I don't care what gear you have. Base it. If you're going to base it off your briefs, if you're going to wear briefs, probably, and I would, there's no reason not to, then I would, 80% of what you think you can box squat in briefs. I'd rather you dig out a 9th rep or stop at 8 than I would you get to like 5 or 6 and be like, holy cow, I made a mistake here. And after that, that's it. Do some abs. I meant to put reverse hypers here at the beginning. Do some reverse hypers to get warmed up. Get your back warmed up before back and glutes. And I enjoy doing, a plate per side, both legs, and I'll do like 6 reps. That's it. And then I'll step off the machine. My head wants to explode after those first 6 reps. I'll step off the machine, let my back kind of settle, and then I get back up on the machine. Then I'll start doing like sets of 10. And usually on my second set is when my spine will start cracking into place from neck all the way down to my pelvis. But I need that first set that feels like it wants to pop, my head to pop off before my spine can, before the reverse hyper can be effective on the other. So your back's been messed up in the past. Don't take a chance. So right off the bat, day one, box squat, 80% for 8, and walk out the door. That's it. I know you want to have fun. If you want to make changes and use chains or bands, that's okay. I can accept that. I trust you. The goal, max set of 8. Something similar to last week, because we want to show progress here. Abs, please do some abs. I don't care what you do. Do something for abs. I know that you do abs anyway. Day 2, reverse hypers. I didn't put the weight on reverse hypers because I don't really care. We just need your spine to be healthy. We're not trying to build anything right now. So I don't care if it's a plate per side, 20 kilos per side, 3 sets of 10, and then do some sets back and forth with each leg. Everything's written down. Squat. I don't care what kind of squat. You've got every kind of bar really someone could want. You've got a straight bar, camber bar, SS yoke bar. You've got Chris Duffin's transformer bar. It's the rackable cambered bar. Anything that sounds good, sounds fun, do that. But I've got 2 sets of 10 at 50%, 3 sets of 10 at 55 to 60%. If you walk in the gym and you're just dead tired and beat up, I don't care if you end up doing 5 sets of 10 of a bodyweight squat. I don't care. Or a pistol squat. If you suck at those, do those. I don't care what it is. Look at the whole program, make a judgment call. Closer grip bench press or any overhead press variation. That's really broad. 5 sets of 10 at literally something super, super light. So a closer grip bench press, anything overhead. Overhead, you could use a dumbbell. I don't care. 1 dumbbell at a time. This is about you getting an opportunity to find imbalances and do something. So 5 sets of 10, I really don't care what you do. This is just movement and opportunity, not hard work. Upright rows, Use a barbell, use an easy curl bar, use a dumbbell, use a band. I know your shoulders don't feel great, but they need to be able to go through that movement. So I don't care if you have an empty gym bag, go through that movement. Find what hurts and what doesn't. Avoid what hurts. Mid-thigh rack pull. I know you can handle crazy amounts of weight on this, but it's 4 sets of 10, very light. A couple of plates is just fine. We want to continue to work on that hip hinge and pop. I know that this isn't something that you're weak at, but this is something I want you to feel the hamstrings and the glutes and not the lower back making a heavy pull. So focus on hamstrings and glutes on a mid-thigh rack pull. Pull-ups of any kind, I don't care. You know as well as I do that your back has to be strong to be safe. So on these, I prefer it not to be a pull down. I would rather you use, if your shoulders hurt, I would rather you use a reverse band pull up of any kind than I would you do a pull down. Again, finishing off with abs. Going on to day 3, same thing with reverse hypers. Front squat or squat and gear and stance is all your choice. Again, I trust you on this. I wouldn't trust most people on this. This was designed for front squats, but you can do anything you want to. 3 sets of 4 at 65, 3 sets of 4 at 75. Again, 6 sets of 4 is the important. That's the 24 reps is the important factor here. 6-second squat, 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up, 2 sets of 2 at 80 to 82.5%. That's a lot, and I'm really thinking about you in briefs and you being stronger in your full geared squat. How we can transfer, because your squat is technically amazing, and it's slow. You're patient, like you should be in your geared squat. So I don't think the 3 second down, the 3 second up will be an issue, but this is about you putting your body through that movement in the most proper pattern possible. I'm really hoping that you screw this up, not get hurt, screwed up. I'm really hoping that we can screw this up to a point that we can see you and we're like, there it is. There's the key. That's where something's going wrong. That's kind of my goal with this in you. Behind the neck strict or push press, don't use weight. Use an empty bar, use a broomstick, something. After you've already squatted, 2 different squats, you've possibly had your hand behind your head. We don't need to strain your shoulder again. You should have some kind of flexibility in your upper body to be able to press from behind. But I don't want to strain. Absolutely no strain. Once everything is fatigued, that's not when we need a possible injury to strain. But it needs to go through movement while it's flexible. So broomstick, a band, I really don't care. Put your body through the movement, okay? Flies, I just have a hunch with the flies. And they're with bands, a cable, anything. 4 sets of 10. This isn't bodybuilding magazine screaming stuff. It's just a movement, okay? Once again, think about it. 2 squats, hands are back, shoulders are rotated. You've got injuries previous in the shoulders. We're going to finish off, now that area is flexible, with a builder and anything pressing behind the neck, overhead, and flies. Again, that shoulder moving in different directions while we can manipulate it, okay? And remember that when you're working with your clients. I know that you work with a lot of kids. Any kind of overhead press with a younger kid, an overhead press and a fly, it's great to do that for therapy after the squat session, okay? Day 4, and day 4 is completely optional. Everything on here is completely optional. You can cross stuff out. You can skip it the whole day together if that's what you want. Cross sections out, do what you want, but I've got reverse hypers, 5-second negative deadlifts, and I'm pretty sure you're going to keep this. You need to. Explosive up, 5 seconds down. Okay, so get pissed off and get fired up and deadlift it like it's 100%, get to the top, and then take it down as slow as possible. Light those hamstrings on fire. Let the bar sink in to where it's being pulled with the lats. make sure technically it's perfect. This is a great exercise for you to work with your clients as well. It's a great assessment tool. It's a great personal assessment tool for you. If you're doing this, you should be able to feel what's weak, what's working, what's not working. 3 sets of 5 at 60, and then 3 sets of 4, anywhere between 70 and 85%. Okay, and a big goal here is for you to hit an explosive single, take it down really, really slow, and be able to be explosive again for another rep. Okay, I think what I'm thinking is next week, normally what I would do is I would have explosive, we would do doubles. Explosive on the way up, very slow on the way down, and then explosive on the way up, and then just let it go. But we want you to be able to pull something explosive after a strain. Rounded back deadlifts, I've got a video here. I want you to try those. Use caution with your hamstring. But in general, even if you have a torn hamstring, you want to add a torn hamstring, I can still do rounded back deadlifts when I couldn't do regular deadlifts. Get that hip hinge in. I've got a video attached on how to do those. Bench press or any press that you want to do. I don't care if it's a machine, if it's a dumbbell, if it's a band, I don't care. 6 sets of 8. And I put some crucifix training on there. Again, we got the deadlifts pulling on that rear delt as the bar kind of pulls the shoulder forward. We've got the rounded back deadlifts. We've got some kind of press. The crucifix training, which you can do to the side, palms down, thumbs up. You can do to the front, thumbs up, palms down, whatever you want to do. Very, very lightweight. And I've got some weights and sets and reps here. And finishing off with abs. And that's basically your programming for the week. I want you to have fun. We're going to make you strong all the way over. I'm assessing a lot of things right now, as long as you're okay with that. If you're not okay with that, then I'll start pushing you and we'll start knocking out PRs. But I think a little bit of assessment right now is the way to go. And then when you're ready to knock out PRs, you're going to kill it. You're going to hit records. So anyway, I'm going to upload this, put the link in here with your weekly review that I'm going to send out to you. And then I cannot wait to see what you did. And that squat you did last week, nuts. That was nuts, dude. That was nuts. I appreciate being tagged in that and it being shared on Instagram. That was nuts. Anyway, man, I'll talk to you soon.